Everybody's here now. We got something to talk about. Just have a seat, yeah, we're gonna talk it out. Say something, that's what we're gonna do. What's going on? Tell me what's new. Say something. Say something,
Hey everybody, welcome back to another episode of Say Something with your girl Cherie. This is season 3, episode 2, and it gets hotter, hotter, and hotter. This episode is called The Reality Check, so of course we got some people in the building that is going to give you the reality check. Before I get there introducing my host or my co-host or my guest for the evening, I want to tell you something about this second get right. This is for you. You want to be like somebody else because you see them and they're flourishing and you're wondering why can't you get there? Why can't you be like them? Because you're doing the same thing, right? You think you're taking the same steps, but that's not for you. That's not your path. Those are not your steps. Stop comparing yourself to somebody else. You're going to get there in due time when it's your time. So that's your reality check from me. And now for my guest / co-host. She's an R&B artist. Also, you've seen her on the Keyshia BET, This Is The Way It Is. Also, Frankie and the Neffe Show. So help me welcome Miss Elite Noel. Yes, come on, shoes. Look at that shoe game. How are you doing, sweetheart? I'm great. I love this jacket.
Thank you.
Look amazing.
Thank you.
You're very welcome. Y'all know what? It's about to get hot. This is called the reality check.
Yeah.
People
Ooh.
need a reality check sometimes.
Yes, they do.
Yeah, so we're going to give it to them.
Then we're going to give it to them today.
Stay right there. We got you covered on that reality check. We'll be right back. Welcome back. Again, I am here with Miss Elite Noel. Thank you so much for being here.
Thank you for having me.
Absolutely. You are gorgeous.
Thank you.
And this jacket, you can leave that here.
Yes, I can.
Leave that here.
It was actually made by House of Ariel. So I just want to shout out House of Ariel. She always sends me things. So yeah, thank you.
You can send us something here to say
Yes,
something.
you can. Please.
Yes. Now, Elite, you have so much going on. Like, I've learned so much more about you since watching Ayana Fix My Life, actually, which you weren't a part of, but
Right.
I've learned so much more about you. You have a lot going on, a lot of great things going on outside of that.
Yeah.
We're going to work our way up to the greatness that you have going on. Because one of my interviews was canceled today because I decided to have you on the show, I want to ask you, where are you guys at with your sisters? Are you in a better place today with your sisters, or are we still rivalry on social media?
Let me just first off start by saying this. I truly apologize, to my older fans and to my younger fans, you know what I mean? Because I do have people that, have been watching me from the first time I appeared on The Way It Is, up until now. And I don't want to confuse them with who I am and who I'm trying to become. Like, I am building a brand, and I know that Neffe is too. And I don't want to do or say anything that brings down either of our brands, because I know that that's what we're trying to do, just build. So I want to apologize to my older and younger fans. I don't want to promote negativity. I don't want to promote violence. Because I do remember saying something of violence. Like, I don't want to promote anything. I am human, though.
Yes.
And there is an industry side of me, but there's also a street side of me.
Yeah, we saw that in the post on social media.
Yeah.
I don't think you was gonna really shoot your sister though. I don't think any of that stuff was really.
No way, no way. But I will go to war for them, and that's the part that gets me aroused and hurt more. You know what I mean? But I'm done with that. I apologize to my fans and to the people that has been supporting my family for many and many years. Like, I was upset. I felt disrespected. You know what I mean? I was hurting. All those emotions. It doesn't bring out good things. So I truly apologize for the sake of my brand and Nefeteria's brand. Yeah. So I don't want to really call it rivalry. You know what I mean? Because I promise you, I don't want to be enemies or make it seem like like that I'm enemies with any of my family members or anything like that. We're definitely working on it.
Yeah, because you both have some great things that is inside of you that you can put out
Of course.
and enlighten people and inspire other women. Now, and you're right. We know that this family will go to bat for each other just as much as y'all fight
Totally.
each other. Y'all will go to bat for each other.
Totally.
Just like, so are you in a better place with your niece? Or are you still not speaking to her? You still not?
Right now I'm just going to focus on Elite Noel.
And Elite.
That's
Good.
all.
Good.
I love everybody. I love them full-heartedly. I just have to just do me at this
You gotta
point.
remove yourself from the drama
Oh,
that you
yeah.
can move forward.
10 years too long.
Love it, love it. So I have to ask you, where's your mom in all of this?
My mom is actually in California with her sister, which is my Aunt BB.
Okay.
And it's real positive, thank God. Like, she's actually a part of a women's home.
Okay.
And they specialize in just dealing with, hurt women, abandoned women, drug abuse, molested. They're dealing with all these women with these issues. They're just trying to help. And so I believe
good.
that is a good place and that's a good start for my mom. So yeah, she's good.
That's good.
Thank God.
That's
Mhm.
good.
Yeah.
Now, how do you deal with all the drama that you've had in your upbringing and all the things you've been through and your siblings? How do you deal with that today when it comes to inspiring the next woman?
Well, see, the crazy part is I didn't know my biological family. I didn't meet them until I was 21. I'm 31 right now. And so, like, my adopted family, you know what I mean? Like, I was brought up a total different way. You know what I mean? So, coming against these things that I'm dealing with now with my biological family, like, I'm not used to. And I think that's what affects me the most.
Okay.
Because I was brought up a certain way around these people that are not even blood. You know what I mean?
Yep.
Versus, being treated this way
Yeah.
by these people that are actually blood and you know what I mean, related. But
But that's the hurt that makes you go for the gutter, per se. That makes you come out fighting knives.
that hurt makes you go like 10 times harder.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I just, I'm still living and learning. You know what I mean? Like I said, I've only been around my biological family for 10 years. And it's just not enough time to, to like fix things and heal things and, really learn each other the way we should. Like, we didn't grow up with each other.
Right.
So
especially
it's
when
just,
the last few years you guys have been in television, in reality.
Yeah.
Most of those
So-
10 years you've been in the middle of drama.
behind camera,
Yep.
like not really fixing things the proper way. And so, like I said, this is not me. I was raised by good, God-fearing people.
How
And
was you raised? Tell us how you were raised.
So
'Cause
yeah,
we don't get to see that. We don't hear about it. How were you
yeah.
raised?
So 3 months, 3 months old, I was adopted. Frankie actually knew my adopted family, just neighborhood friends. She
okay.
would just drop me off, kind of, to neighborhood friends, and they just took a love for me. They were like, oh my God, like, we love this little fat cheek baby, And so finally, they asked Frankie, like, so what are we doing with this baby here? And my adopted family ended up taking full custody. Frankie was totally with it, and I thank God, because, like, I didn't have to deal with certain things that, my older siblings dealt with, including Neffe,
Yeah.
And I really sympathize and empathize with Neffe. I really do, and sometimes I get so angry until I become the person that's hurting her with the truth.
Yes.
And I'm gonna fall back
Well, are
until
these-
I learn how to properly,
Yeah.
deal with her hurting.
Because you have to understand where she's come from, which is what should trigger you when you go to respond to the negativity or
Yeah.
the hurtful things that are said, because
Yeah.
she's come from a hurt place.
Totally.
But why the anger, animosity toward her husband? I mean, I know you're very vocal about what a man should be in a family as a head of a household and how he should carry his family and children and the stuff that they've been through, you just disagree with it. But do you not believe that there's just a time where men fall short as well, especially after learning what he's been through?
I do believe that. I just got out of a 3.5-year relationship with the man, you know, and I was totally trying to understand and focus on him and only him. So I get it. Like, we all fall short and we all have like issues and we all battling demons and just all kind of strongholds. Like, I understand. But you guys wouldn't believe the things that I've seen with my own 2 eyes. You know what I'm saying? And this is, you know, where me and Solo have went wrong. Like, from day one, it hasn't been right, you know, and that's just my take. Like, I can only speak on.
Back in,
oh no, like the day that Neffe met Solo, I was there. So this is not something that started off like, oh, I just came in and I'm just a nosy sister. Oh no. Like, I've been there from literally day one. From the day he hopped out of that, I don't even remember what it was. It was like an old school Cadillac or something like that. And it was like 5 guys and they were sharing one Newport.
Oh, not one.
Yeah, and he actually, Neffe had a boyfriend at the time. His name was Trap. And my mom was super single. I was like the bougie one. You know what I mean? Like, I'm always the one who's turning up my nose at like certain kind of things that I know that's not gonna be bad for me. So, yeah, exactly. So yeah.
The one Newport brought it up. He brought it.
So it was just like, okay. So I'm just like, and Solo actually tried to pop at my mom first.
What?
And I was just like, okay, that's kind of weird. My mom is a total jokester. She has like a lot of humor, which I love about her.
Does.
Yeah, like she can turn like a sad situation and just and have everybody in the room laughing. And that's what I love about Frankie. You know, like one of those qualities. But like she was like, you're not the guy for me. And then, you know, of course, he went for Neffe. So that was the first thing that totally had me like, nah.
You didn't like him from then.
From day one. So this is not something that, like, you know, accumulated over the years. This is from day one.
So what is it that you just don't like about just the fact that he's not good for her, or the fact that he has done some things that portray actually is showing that she's been the worst one of the marriage? It shows that she's the fighter, she's the alcoholic, is it that bothers you because you've seen things that he's actually done to her, or it's not her?
Like, I understand who and what my sister been through because I am a part of that struggle. You know what I'm saying? Like, we all struggle with all 7 of my mom's siblings, you know, battle with something of that nature. Just, you know, whether it's resentment, whether it's bitterness, whether it's, addicted to alcohol. My mom was addicted to drugs for majority of her life and alcohol. Like, so I can, you know, like, sometimes I can understand what my sister is going through. Not to say that it's okay, but for somebody that preys on your weaknesses, that's not good. You need somebody that's gonna help you, you know, change and be better for you and be better for others. You don't need nobody to look at that and say, hey, I see all these problems within this person, and so I'm gonna take complete advantage of that. And that is what I have seen over the last 7-8 years. You know, and there's other stories. You know, I've seen mental abuse. I've seen physical abuse.
On his end, not her end.
Totally. Like, I've seen physical abuse. Like, I was arrested for actually a situation where I was trying to help, you know, my sister. I'm a fighter. I'm from Oakland, California.
You come across as a fighter.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? And God is working on me.
The whole family do. I mean, even though she was raised with this perfect family, she still came out fighting.
It's still in my blood.
Yeah,
like,
it's genetic.
Exactly. That's the word. It's genetic. And so, like, I walked in on a situation to where, you know, Solo was putting hands on my sister, and I'm like, nah, this is not happening. So, everybody has to fight me. And you know, I got into it with his son. His son slammed me on my back. Like, there's a lot of things that, and I was arrested. I actually spit in his face, and I didn't know that was
so you ready to put on
illegal thing.
Son.
Like, I didn't know. I'm like, okay, I'm not gonna touch you, but I'll just spit. And then guess what? I was arrested because I didn't know that was a crime. And my son, and not only my son, but my nieces and my nephew witnessed all this. So there's things that just has happened, like, you know, from them being homeless every other year to being hungry. You know, I go through my things too, you know, but I'm just a natural born hustler. So I'm like, Neffe, how can we get out of this situation? Like, how can we change it?
And it's
you
hard
know,
to feel
and
sorry for somebody who has a man. I feel the same way. If you have a man, it's hard for me to actually pour out and keep giving to you or feeling sorry, because I feel like that man should step up and do his job, not saying whether he tried or not, but you've seen more than we have seen.
Yeah.
So we're going to finish this when we come right back, the reality check.
Yes.